Hey guys, it's Starkin coming at you with another episode of Hardcore Minecraft, and today, of course, the most important of all days. It's the day when Garuda and I are gonna strike out into the distance. We're gonna leave this area behind. We're going to crack the furnaces, take the coal. We're even gonna break open the crafting table. How long will it take? So long that it would be more annoying to get the hot bar with an axe? Yes, probably, but we don't need the sugar cane there. What happens when we eat a golden carrot? It's delicious. Good deal. It's probably wasteful. It's probably like a lot of hunger that it restores, but I got 11 of them, so what are you going to do? We're just going to put the bread there. We've got enough for just a real large amount of torches here, so we're just going to go ahead, grab them, and we've got a little bit of time. I need seeds to induce Guru to come along, and I left the boat down by the water, but that's just what's going to be going on. First, we need to just make sure that we don't have any enemies around. It'll be, regrettable to leave the pumpkin patch before we harvested a single pumpkin, but it'll be okay. This place served its purpose, it provided me with security. And now, yeah, well, we don't obviously need to bring everything along, but yeah, we'll just leave most of this junk here. Leave the potatoes and take all of the copper. Yeah. Leathers, no premium, gunpowder, wool, feathers. It would be abstractly nice to have thought more about this, but we actually need to get on the road. Very important. So now, come on, buddy. First, there's your meal for the day, and we have to, come on. Come on, everything's gonna be fine. Nobody's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. And as we, back towards the water with our best friend Chicken in tow, this is what a hardcore world is all about, sometimes you mislay your boat and like, why am I the way I am? Ah, here we go. I knew that if I just went to the pillar, that would be exactly where the boat is. Now I think that because we're like good friends, he'll just like get right in the boat. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Everything is going just as planned. So now Garuda and I will be able to leave this life of toil behind. I think I'm going in roughly the right direction. We'll know if we get to the little sort of scuffed canal system here, which not a system, but just like a little break in the wall. We'll have to be careful not to go underneath and take damage there. All right. Not so much worried about me, but of course about Garuda, who's just flapping hysterically. He's a little bit alarmed by all of this, but it's for his own good. And this is, oh no, the pig is trying to block me. I thought for a second that there was going to be like a gang of them. They were going to come out of the mountains and demand tribute, or maybe they think that Garuda needs rescuing. That must have been where a lightning strike happened, or oil lava flow caught something on fire. That would make sense and burned them all down. I remember seeing a bunch of trees on fire. That must have been that area there. But I, not for the first time. I think it's not even the first time I phrased it this way. But this is such a beautiful world. I can't help but marvel at how interesting it is. I really like the river systems in general. I mean, what's not to like? You've got land on one side, you got to land on another one. That's just like, its own sort of obvious beauty. You can't argue with that. And we've got this nether portal to come to, but that's just on the list of things in the future because we've got to deal with the initial problem first, which is where we're gonna live. Clock says we've still got several minutes in the day. Compass says this is not the way home, but we already knew that. And we'll need to take a wider berth around in order to get to the ocean. It might connect this way. I don't actually recall. So I feel like I just ran down the mountainside, but I'm sure that this elicits a lot of confidence in my chicken friend. But I haven't steered us wrong yet, except for the part where I literally am steering us wrong on the river. But I think maybe this is gonna open up. Got a little nice speed there. I think, yeah, I just believe it's going to open up, and as we go to the left here, we'll find something that we'll recognize from earlier, like one of those shipwrecks, or maybe the cherry grove up in the top of this ridge. I think that's sort of where we're at, or at the very least, when we open up into the ocean here, which I just sincerely believe and hope is going to happen. It's gotta connect somewhere. Yes, there we go. Yeah, and we'll be coming down to the Sunflower Plains right here, which is a little bit of a detour, but not the worst thing in the world. That cavern is the worst thing in the world. We don't want to look too close at it. And yep, there's the little shipwreck. But we're just going to turn to the left here. Of course, we put a couple of torches there, the telltale sign that we've been doing something productive and safe. But we're just going to cut around this way, and perhaps a different route would have taken us to the town a little quicker. But this way's going to work too, because of course, as soon as we go around this island, we're going to see the four villages, and it might even work going through this way. But yes, the cherry grove up at the top, and as wonderful as that is, and how I'm actually like 100% going to build a place up there if I live for a long time in this hardcore world, but it's simply more practical to build my first base next to all of the villages because that I as a not super confident and non very experienced player, that's the route that I've chosen abstractly for the run. I'm going to maximize villager economy as best I can and tech up, you know, get the best armor and tools and use what I've learned about breeding animals and farming and so on to try to get a bunch of really good gear and then, keep on tackling the world because on my regular survivor world, I have been playing a good bit. But Dark oak logs. All right, we're just going to hop right to it. Oh no, it's about to be night. I hate to leave dear Garuda here at the shoreline with no recourse, but we're just going to get plenty of light coverage here. I say plenty, get some light coverage, and yep, we're gonna have to just deal with the rest of it in the morning. Come on, buddy. Come on. Very important that you follow me. Come on. Everything's gonna be okay. Come on. Here we go. There we are. And we're just going to throw the bed down. We should be able to, yeah, we'll just chop that, and lay down for the night. And then in the morning, we'll be able to build a little shack. And we're going to let the villager get out real quick and then close the door. All right, perfect. So we're just going to block the door really fast to make sure that nobody lets Garuda out while we're building a little house. And this isn't going to be like a long-term base. It's also not a chicken coop. It's just going to be where my chicken lives. And that's an important distinction. And we're going to make it up high. We haven't had any ominous mob gurgles or creeper hisses or anything, so there may not even be a hidden compartment beneath this area. That would be a first. Most of the places we go to seem to have some strange and troubling sounds, no matter where you happen to be, but just going to say I had no idea of what dimensions I was going for in the first place, and it also doesn't matter because it's not going to like I literally never build on stream, and this is probably on stream on video. I don't know why I say it that way. But this is, this is probably why, because of a propensity for clumsiness. But this is just going to be a nice little base house. We're going to be able to make a safe place for the bird, and how to best acquire inventory space. There we go. And ideally we would have made it all out of one thing. 60 slabs, no, it's a terrible idea. And yet 24 seemed super reasonable. But yeah, we're gonna do a sin and make it out of two different kinds of wood, and not for beauty's sake, but because of carelessness. Later we can lie and say that this was a stylistic choice and done for beauty and not like for what we all know is the truth, which is that I just simply don't know what I'm doing. But what I am doing, first of all, is building a terrible and wall-less house. But this is just the first step. Every part of the house after this part is going to have even more walls, even more places to feel happy and at home in. And of course, we're obviously going to want to get some fencing at, a pleasant symmetry. Nothing's worse than asymmetric fencing. And I'm pretty sure that is a well-known adage. And if it's not, then I'm sure people will start saying it in no time at all. But they'll probably say asymmetrical. It's highly likely that whoever says the saying in the future will care more about saying it as a proper term of speech. But everyone has their own preferences. I, for example, have a preference for never preparing the materials that I'll need in order to build. But we're going to make a dark fence gate somehow, right? No? All right. I've accidentally picked up items which I needed to make the fence gate. Here we go. And this is what it looks like whenever I build. I just have like a totally full inventory, and Yeah, there you go. We'll be able to bring Garuda to our little temporary house, and that'll be the start of a new age. And the next things on the list will be just to acquire a couple of important resources. I need to get a couple of spruce saplings. Four. I need to get four spruce saplings. Oh no, where are the seeds? Garuda is my best friend, but he is flighty and often forgets that the world is a dangerous place. Come on, buddy, where are you at? Oh no, I've mislaid him. Here you are. Okay, here. Have another delicious seed. Yes, you have hearts and I have hearts. Let us go then, you and I. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Excellent. But we'll have, the door and then we'll have the fence also. And I don't think that villagers ever operate fences. So this will be like a dual level of protection for our friend, and we will like absolutely. Next thing on the list is to make it more humane. But what I wanted to do, just like first of all, is have a place at all that would be functional. But we will go ahead there, and there we'll have a little bit of a draft, and that'll be nice. And later on, we'll get a window. Yes, the window very important. We're going to need that, no question. Fortunately, we've got sand right around here, so we're just going to grab some of it. And here in the meadow, we'll start the inevitable rise of the Glass Empire. I think I remember one of the villagers even buying glass, which is hilarious. But I need to, there's a lot of things to do here, as I think we're even coming in on the night about to fall. Once more, the clock would tell me, yeah, a few minutes out. But it's so funny how I've this hardcore experience in just the course of a few hours of playing, and it has gone from me like sort of not even knowing if I should be playing on this difficulty to being like just totally energized and loving it. And I'm not acting, I think, in like incredibly careless ways, but I'm not acting entirely timid either. I mean, there were several times where like I could have prepared better and not been in danger. I mean, like everything, but I feel like I've been improving a lot, and it's honestly just been like so much fun. Been having a blast. Oh no, come on, buddy. Get back in there. This is the risk. And I think we're just going to no, we don't want a totally glass roof, do we? Yeah. That'll be awesome. There we go. And it's not, perfect, but it is better than what was going on before. Because really, it's all just about keeping our promises. And that's just what we've done here. The promise to put a crafting table everywhere and sort of forget about it. The promise to eventually manage inventory and to forget about it. But here we have this, and in the morning we'll probably build like another like wall around the fence to make sure that if there's any incendiary beasts that come around, that we're gonna have some protection, because we're not totally supported here by the light or by the village. An iron golem might not come around. A creeper can knock the wall down. There's any number of unsavory outcomes that could occur. But there we go. We're gonna just go ahead and give our pal some more food. He's earned it after all. It's been a long day, a long couple of days for Garuda. He's been so brave. We are going to toss almost everything into here. Besides, we're going to carry the bread just for food. We're going to try to carry just one kind of it. Um, because when we return, it's just right back. We're make another bed. Yeah, we'll make another bed. This place is our home now, or at least it's the chicken coop, but it's our home too. And how does one make a bed? I need the planks. I should actually just look one of these times. Okay, it's 3 planks and 3 wool. I can't believe I can't remember that. And yes, and yet, I should say, and yet I absolutely can believe it because I mean, that's also sort of who I am. But we're gonna carry the water bucket, not the sticks. 13 torches is plenty. And then yeah, we're going to lay down for the night. Perfection. Give dear Garuda his morning seeds and look around, make sure there aren't any mobs to have to deal with, and yeah, good deal. There are plenty of sheep if we want to start a sheepfold. There are plenty of horses if we want to start a horsefold, and of course, if we want to get cattle, available steaks. And really, it's all open now because after all of this time, we have a place that we belong. This is the principal village. I should make a large sand pillar. Yeah, that's what I should do because the compass isn't going to lead me here, right? I know it's at basically 0 and then 1100, and then uh, but but the compass is still never going to lead me here. So if I have a very large sand pillar, that would. But I don't think I'm going to do that in this video. I think this is a good time to end it. There's so many rich natural treasures to exploit here, and just very excited about what the future is going to hold. Of course, I have like significant torch coverage to put everywhere. I feeling real good about this hardcore world. And if nothing jumps up out of the water to destroy my dreams, I'm going to keep on feeling good about it. Foreshadowing? No, I don't think there's anything around. Some of this might be like a little bit too much coverage, but one of these nights I'll come out and experiment a little bit with it. But for right now, just making this all right. What we could do is, well, first, is this safe? I mean, we're going to go with, yes, definitely relatively safe. Pretty big area there. I don't have the doors on me, so it would be unwise for me to go down there. But what to do? I mean, I know what to do, which is just like to go and acquire all of my stuff. But in the short term, I was just trying to see, is there any place that we're going to get a bunch of nasties in the middle of the day? It doesn't look like that's going to happen there. We don't have any like obvious hazards that our villagers are going to fall into. Because this is the village that I think we're going to spend the most effort on originally. My birch and dark oak house. What a combination of building materials. But we've got all of this pretty much open area there, so we'll want to flatten out. I mean, a lot of it, and maybe this entire area here. Just fill it all in, flatten it all out, irrigate it, and plant a field. So as I'm talking, I'm actually going to just start cracking all of these for wheat seeds because I don't have a ton of them. Because I know that I said I was going to do a thing, but if you've watched me for very long, you'll be familiar with my habit of lying is not the right word, but of misrepresentation. And look, if I went back in time, I wouldn't say that I was going to do a thing and then not do it. But I would probably just, tell a different creative aspect instead. So with all of these wheat seeds, it occurs to me that I actually have tons of wheat, and wow, punching grass is very, very demanding on hunger. But that makes sense. Probably every single one of them is the equivalent of breaking a block. And we don't even have the hoe with us. That is all right though. We will deal with that at a later date. Right now we can just get steaks. Yes. And we'll just cook some steaks. And make our way to the one weird island. It's not a weird island. The island where we had our glorious defense. And yeah, we will get a chest, put it into the boat, and then we'll go to that island to be able to pick up everything. Can we do that in 5 minutes? We'll probably just wait here for the night. Hang out. And, well, yeah, so do I have materials? Need wood. I shouldn't have built this out of wood. So if I want to build a wall, I could do it with cobblestone, but I don't have like an awesome place to get cobblestone here. The indecisions. Not for the first time I reflect that I don't really know what I'm doing. So what we will do is just start flattening out some of this area. Because I can do one thing, and that's, you know, begin the farming. And as funny as it is to have a bunch of terraces, what you really want in farmland is a wide and open space so that you can get regularity. If you want to build a fence, then you'll be able to have regular distancing on your fence. And if you want to run down one exact trial run of all of your crops, you can just hold a key rather than having to run and jump around. But sometimes it's pretty funny to plant wheat everywhere that you look. Uh, at least I think it's funny. I don't know if it actually is. But do we just go and get some cobblestone? Because right now, this is like I'm actually kind of excited. This is gonna be like a really boring time as far as my hardcore series go. I mean, like, I might spend hours having nothing at all happen, and I hope so. So I've got the chicken coop and it's secure. How do I want to build my house though? Because I don't want to have to constantly worry about Garuda. And anyway, like he wants his space. If he wants to write his memoirs, he won't want me looking over his shoulder all the time. Clay. Yep, that'll be the play. But I'll run out. I'll run out of shovel if I try to grab the clay too much. But we're just gonna look around. Try not to get eaten by any baddies. I should have carried my door with me, but there we go. I knew if I just got into a weird spot. All right, awesome. Well, the good news is it doesn't actually take very long to break the clay with your fist. The bad news is that that shovel broke a little quicker than I thought it was going to. And now, yeah, after cracking the one thing, the source blocks for the water filled in. So definitely going to want to jump over here. All right, so most importantly, fish. I can't believe I forgot that this was the goal. So now with enough fish, we're going to be able to make friends. So I need to cook all the clay balls in order to get bricks to make my brick house. But I, I think I'm gonna make some dinner and reflect on the next course of action. I think it's gonna be to, sort of make it a little bit more like my survival world where, hey, buddy, here's your wheat seeds. Who's a good chicken? But we're just gonna lay down for the night here, and yeah, just get my auto smelter set up with the hoppers and the chests leading into the furnace. Get some tall spruce trees. Try to make it like a safe setup, so even if I fall off, I won't die to fall damage, which I'm always doing. But here's the good morning seeds. No, he doesn't need them. But as the day dawns again, this will be a great time to end the video, although there were several other times that would have been equally good. But we will go on our quest to pick up all of our stuff and come back and grab it. I don't want to travel without a shovel, though. It is very careless to travel without a shovel because sometimes you just really, really are going to need one. And it's only one iron ingot. It's a pretty efficient ratio, but in just that little bit of time, we filled up all of our stuff. But yes, in the next video, we will use some salmon to bribe cats to be our friends. And the bed comes with us. The compass is not that practical. Yeah, I mean, we just don't need it because it's not going to point here. Unless we knew where we were relative to spawn, it wouldn't help us. And of course, the F3 screen just can do that functionally anyway. But when we return, it's just going to pick up our pieces where they lay. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And here's where we're at. Garuda will be able to look out at the bay. This is like what I consider like my standard house build. Although sometimes I do different shapes and like orientations, but it's probably very, very, very simple and typical. Oh, come back in, buddy. Come on now. You know it's not safe out there. We're not going to keep him in this tiny little place forever. We will have like a much more palatial area for Garuda, but right now the most important thing is to have it on either side of the post. That's the most important thing. The second most important thing is that he is safe. After symmetry, safety. that's not as pithy as a saying as it could be. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this meandering episode of Hardcore Minecraft, where we, against all odds, actually fulfill the goal that we had at the beginning. And our best Minecraft hardcore pal Garuda is in here. Oh, I'm not trying to taunt him with the seeds. How cruel, how awful. He's seeing me adventure and knowing that he can't come along, but it's for his own good. We'll pick up, and yeah, more adventures will be forthcoming. My armor's still in great shape. I've got a shield and a fresh shield still, so yeah, everything's great. We'll want to yeah, I needed to make a chest. That's what I needed to do. The planks, I need 8 planks to make a chest, and there we go. We get them. Boat we pick up. Birch boat with chest. There we are. And then when we return, we'll be able to start immediately. The glass bottle, no doubt important for alchemy, which I know exists now in the little tower, but that's all for a different thing. I already said I was stopping, and I'm going to stop. But that'll do it for this video, and I'm just really excited about what this world has in store for me. And yep. Oh, there's so many fish. I gotta smash some of these fish up. Very important. I'm getting distracted again. This is this is the end, my friends, of the video, but not of the Minecraft journey. We'll have more of that. Edit is a name, it tells me, and that sounds accurate. I don't know enough about names to dispute that. I bet nobody does.